Come on in. We got warm. Food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Snow is by far the more superior form of precipitation. Snowflakes are so pretty. Still here.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you, Mora, for allowing me to witness all of Skyrim's beauty today.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Some say Alduin is Akatosh. Some say Maik is a liar. Don't you believe either of those things? What are you staring at?
This is the kind of town we settled down in. Let's do some fishing.
펜하. 웰컴 투 마이 채널.
Welcome to my channel.
Huh?
웰컴 투 마이 채널.
Welcome to my channel.
오늘도 어김없이 문제가 생겼었습니다. 새컴 왔음 큐. 올 큐. 새컴. 오늘 윈도우 10으로 다운그레이드하고
SKSE.
에 문제가 생겨서 4시간 헤맸음. 이제야 해결. 고생이 많구먼 큐. 이제 OBS 설치하고 세팅해야 함. 새컴은 어떻습니까? 난 아직 송출컴 세팅을 못함 큐. 큐. 새컴은 이미 잘 돌리고 있음 큐. 그리고 로딩 스크린 이상한 거 뜨는 건 지금 나는 헬겐에서 페일 협곡으로 가는 중 큐. 눈의 공주라는 모드가 범인이었음. 곧 브루마. 브루마. 그거 내가 얘기 안 했남 큐. 그거 해주셨어. 눈의 공주 그거 만든 사람이 중도 포기했음 큐. 다 만든 모드가 아님 큐. 난 그래서 그거 안 쓴 큐. 그래도 찍먹해 보는 것이죠. 굴팝콘님 그거 하면서 닭살도 다 하셨는데 저도 한번 돋아 보려고요. 그거 열심히 만들긴 했음 큐. 그건 아는데 결국 중도 포기해서 아쉽긴 했음. 대사가 오글거리긴 했음. 그때 방송 봤을 때 자 어쨌든 부르마 가자요. 나는 미립국 할 필요가 없음 큐. 직함이 많거든 큐.
else wanting to get Best speak with the Legionnaire.
재설치한 김에 라이트 로더 쓰고 펠릴님 주신 레이스 메뉴 체형 조절 그 머시기도 갈았음. 곡경 잘 됩니다. 눈깔이 사라지긴 했으나
Someone else wanting to get
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions.
quickly. But be warned.
다시 조절했음.
You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either.
글쿠먼 길
Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage.
선택지 많다. 하지만 난 도박킨. 이열. 알두인을 물리쳤다.
The Dragonborn of legend. You have the dragon blood coursing through your veins. Who am I to stand in your way? Pass through, mighty Dragonborn. It is an honor. Understood. Just hold on one moment. Letting someone as distinguished as you through this gate. Makes a change from all the frustrated traders and irate mercenaries. It's been a pleasure, truly. Here's hoping you can do Cyrodiil some good. I'd advise you make your way down to Bruma. I hear they're dealing with a lot of problems down there. The heartland of Tamriel. She's ailing,
익스프레스유.
maybe beyond saving. But I'm sure you'll take a fair crack at it all the same. Welcome to Cyrodiil.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Can I help you? Fine hides, hunting supplies, and special merchandise.
이놈 역시 밀수꾼이었군 길. 확실히 어제 말씀하신 것처럼 브루마 여관이 더 헉 분위기 충만함. 미리칠란. 이름부터 밀수꾼. 어이쿠. 저놈들. 힐버. 류. 역시 도박킨의 동료들 길. 귀여운 요런 녀석도 있지 길. 제 스카이림 특. 동료가 더셈. 눈의 정령. 다른 묘속보다 요 녀석 마법이 아주 강함 길. 일본 모더가 만든 묘속.
Still
Cute.
here. Let's get going then.
서 본 적 있습니다. 집도 추가해 주죠. 그 집에 가서 영입. 펜하. 전망 좋은 집. 웰컴 투 마이 채널.
Welcome to my channel.
골뱅이 사례복. 제 환경에서 집이 땅속에 묻힘. 배열 조정해도 마찬가지. 난 잘 나올m 길. 지금 다시 깔아볼까나? 왠지 지금 깔면 원인 파악할 수 있을 것 같은데.
If a bard starts singing, can you shut them up?
What is it?
Sometimes a woman wants to drink in peace.
그땐 진짜 아무것도 몰랐었음. 이쁘긴 함 키읔 집도 동료도 키읔.
Why run an inn in the rear end of the Gerald Mountains? I suppose that's a valid question as any. I built this place.
지금은 아주 조금하니까 해결할 수 있을 것 같은 느낌적인 느낌이든.
Barney some credit. He was the moral support I needed when the going was tough.
그래서 드리는
Back in the
말씀인데
day, this place used to be an absolute hive of
동료 이름
activity.
까먹었음.
Incredibly busy and incredibly lucrative. Lots of patrons
링크
and
좀.
even more coin. You know, travelers going between Cyrodiil and Skyrim and all that. Sadly, the Empire put a stop to that, instituting tight border control with the
이름이
outbreak
좀
of the
길어서
Civil
나도
War.
바로 기억이 키읔.
But Snowstone Rest is, and always has been, my prize. And, in all honesty, my true home. Even if it doesn't get much business these
넥서스
days.
아니고 다른 데서 받았던가?
Mertes Lardes.
였나? 암튼 트위터였음 키읔.
Bye.
트위터라니 기억났는데. 그때도 펠릴님이 소개시켜 줬었음.
Mertes Lattice.
구먼 키읔. 감사합니다. 이름만 쳐도 바로 나오긴 허네 키읔. 그 동료 좋음.
Can I help you?
Up.
동료임 키읔. 많이 강함 키읔. 야.
Because the Empire's got the border locked up tighter than a Khajiit skooma horde. Normally, this inn would be a hive of activity as travelers stream down the Gerals, heading to Cyrodiil. Now it's just an inn
Versus
in the middle of nowhere.
거미 저녁.
And I'm alone. Even more
누가
so
더
since
세죠?
I lost old Barney's.
생긴 거 보면 무슨 호문쿨루스처럼 인공적으로 만들어진 인간 느낌임 길. 그래도 이쁨.
Especially since I lost old Bonius. Fine companion he was. A fine companion. Actually, I hate to impose, traveler, but if you ever come upon a stray in the wilderness, would you mind thinking of me? I don't have much coin to go buying a dog, but I could really use the company.
OBS 설정 귀찮. 커스텀 의상도 같이
My old
있어서
dog.
그것도
I love
괜찮하고.
dogs. Most faithful
오늘은
companions a man
방송
can have.
못하겠다요.
He died a few years ago. The cold got to him. He never liked the cold. Was used to the temperate climes down
불금에
south.
방송이 없군 길.
Was my truest friend. And now he's gone.
엉덩마님이
The
못하시면
customers at least used to distract me, but now I don't even have them. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to leave an offering at his grave, just behind the inn. Something to pay my respects. Remember a lifelong loss. Problem is, I'm not really up to going around
오늘은
and
엉덩이
gathering this
없다.
stuff together. The wilderness is dangerous, and I don't want to die to a timber wolf or an ogre, or who knows what else. Thank you, traveler. You are truly a generous soul. I'll reward you with what little coin I can spare. Just to say thanks. If you could gather some motherwort for me, I'd be able to lay an offering for old Bonius. Just a few should do. Return the motherwort to me, and I'll be able to leave an offering and feel a little more at peace for a few more years.
이게 잘 들어보면 알겠지만 비욘드 스카이림 브루마 음악이 참 좋음. 오리지널
Bust.
또 있고. 괜찮음. 그러고 보니 내거 보면 갑자기 훅 딜 들어가는 게 보일 거임. 크리티컬이 확실하게 들어감 나는 길. 대신 나도 그렇게 당할 수 있지만 저 멀리 탑 보임. 저게 시로딜 마법사 길드랑 관련 있다고 알고 있음 길.
Get me a sweet roll and some tea. I could relax in some weather like this. Thank you, Mora, for allowing me to witness all of Skyrim's beauty today.
Your money or your life?
Oh, really now? Are you quite sure about that?
Sorry, ice magic thing.
Made 2. Deceptions.
라는 퀘스트 모드 해보셨습니까? 일단 한 패까지 설치해놨는데 그거 해보긴 했는데 잼날지 모르겠네요. 혹시 해보셨군요. 드로퍼. 일단 욕 많이 할 각오 하십시오 휴먼. 휴먼. 욕하는 게 일상이 돼버렸고.
Greetings, friend, greetings! Say, would you be interested in a little bit of revelry? Yes, revelry! We've got lots of fine drink here. Why not partake in some?
욕쟁이 엉덩나. 찰진 욕 맛집 엉덩마 방송.
At Kanayasu.
Go ahead then, drink up! I see you're already feeling the reveler's spirit. Another? Quickly, while she's out, slip that into her pocket. You know what the master said.
Life as a stable master isn't so bad. It can be downright rewarding sometimes. Though, and I'm embarrassed to admit this, but, well, we did lose a horse a few weeks ago. The owner's incredibly upset, as you can imagine. According to a few people nearby, it galloped off to the north, but I don't know where it could have gone to or why. Sadly, I haven't had the time to look into it either.
브루마 형이 참 좋은 게 오픈 시티라는 것도 있고 펍이 한 개가 아님 뀨.
Believe me, traveler, if you do that for me, I'd be very grateful. Like I said, it went off to the north. I'd start there.
오픈이라는 것의 개추지 뭐예요. 하나는 빈민가 펍이고 다른 하나는 정식 여관 펍 뀨. 이따가 돌아다녀 봐야겠구만요. 지금 OBS 세팅 중. 내가 그래서 얘기했잖음 돌아다니는 게 이 모드 즐기는 법이라고 뀨. 누엠
I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chapel of St. Martin does not violate the terms of the White Gold Concordant. There is no
이벤트
talisman
있잖음 뀨.
going on here.
It violates the spirit of the White Gold Concordat. I must urge you to cease and desist at once.
딸모어들이 시비 거는 거
What
뀨.
is the spirit of the White Gold Concordant?
The spirit of the White Gold Concordat is that men are not and can never be gods.
탈모어는 터는
Just
게답.
as Tiber Septim is not a god, nor is Martin Septim.
But what does the Concordant
여기가
actually
세이트
say?
마틴
The
성당인데
Concordat forbids Talos worship.
No mention of Martin Septim worship, though?
No, there isn't. I
What
must
is it?
consult with my superiors. Perhaps we will have to
셉틱
petition for a
왕조
slight
마지막 황제
amendment
이름이
to
마틴임 뀨.
some unfortunately specific wording within the Concordat. We will keep our eyes on your little cult, however.
마틴. 그 황제가 전작 오블리비언의 주인공과 함께하는 그 낭반 뀨. 그 황제를 위한 성당 뀨. 그렇군요. 그러다 보니 셉틱이란 이름을 좋지 않게 생각하는 딸모어들이 시비 거는 거임. 하여간 탈모르 녀석들은 재밌는 건 이 안에 들어가 보면 솔리투드 디바인 신전보다 웅장함. 화 물결표 사인. 제국 사람들이 스카이림은 북쪽 강시골로 여기는데 그걸 느낄 수 있음. 스카이림 시골 맞음. 결혼식 간다고 투덜거리며 돌아다니는 애들이 그러자는 길. 무슨 결혼식을 변방에서 하냐고.
My weapon wants a tempering. Things want to kill him. Fetch me 3 iron ingots to temper my weapon in my book of killin' so I know who needs killin', then I'll give you gold. Good. My killin' arm's itching to do more killin'.
비좁고 허름한 빈민가 펍길. 길.
You here to do business?
The prey approaches.
하지만 분위기 잘 살림 길.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. It must have been. Oh, hello. What are you looking at? Speak. That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own. Cut out the sarcasm. I don't appreciate it. If you want to help me, if you want the honor of working by my side, then you should at least exercise respect. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We were battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success. A mercenary, eh? Someone after my own heart. Sure there'd be. I have a bit of coin left over from the old days. Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
본의 아닌 스포가 돼버렸군. 길. 잘못된 사람. 퀘스트 제목 제대로군. 게임 매뉴얼로 생각하면 됨.
Hello.
Favor fighting one-handed, huh? I mean, with a one-handed weapon, not with... Never mind.
Scholar, streaming anew into Seigneur, to which it is streaming. For the boss,
음치 바드의 공연.
they love the Seigneur. The Seigneur de Bosmer love.
Renaud, you're distressing the customers.
Distressing? I am distressing the customers.
That's what I just said, yes.
You are... You dare... How dare you? I am outraged. You hire me to play songs in this bar that is so far below my standards, and now you proclaim my music as distressful? I'm done with you standards, and I'm done with this shoddy excuse for a tavern. I'm off for the Restful Watchman, your top competition. How about that, huh? And you talentless, tasteless fiends! How dare you insult my music? Could you do better? No, you couldn't, because I was trained at the Bots College in Solitude, and I'm the foremost practitioner of the art of song since Wagner himself. You are nothing more than jealous maggots, grasping your waist to insult me and belittle my talent. And to that I say, good day. Away with you, Rube. The hat? The hat? You dare refer to it as a hat? This pumpkin is a Colovian fur elm. They were all the rage back in the Third Era, though their popularity has since waned. But I, the illustrious Reed Olivan Toad, am spearheading their revival. Not only am I a pioneer of music, I am also a pioneer of fine fashions. Soon, when you see all and sundry walking around sporting them, you'll know in the back of your mind that we not even Tone was there first. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You wouldn't know high fashion if beat you senseless. So let's not tempt high fashion, huh, Pissin' Rube? Of course I am. A true Nord knows that boasting is appropriate when it is called for. And Renard even Tone knows this well. Or are you insulting my ability, bumpkin? Don't tempt me to clunk you over the head with my flute or my lute, or bludgeon you with my fiddle. I know, I will travel to Daggerfall, grab one of those fancy bread knobs and spank you with it. Oh, or I could slam you with a tambourine so vigorously that every Bruma citizen could hear it. That would make you the joke of the day. Oh, look, there goes the tambourine man. Tambourine woman just doesn't have the same ring to it. Tambourine lady, maybe. How's that sound, Pissin' Rube? I am the most illustrious bard in the entirety of Tamriel. I promise you that. Much better than any of the bumpkins from the Bard's College. That I graduated to, of course. Of course I did. What, you think Renard even Tone, a master bard and true artist, would be rejected from the Bard's College? Of course not.
The name's Hyo. Welcome to the Gerald View. The Gerald View is the finest inn, eatery, and all-around establishment for miles. We accept no compromise and no substandard customer service. We tirelessly ensure that each and every one of our customers experiences the finest resting, eating, and drinking experience possible. Good as always. Through hard work and exacting quality standards, we ensure our business never wanes.
OBS 설정법을 전부 잊어버려서 검색하면서 하나씩 적용하는 중.
Talk to you later.
귀찮다요. 왜 프리셋을 저장해 놓지 않았는가?
Welcome to the Gerald View.
개고생 이구먼 큐. 그럴게요. 완전 사서 고생.
The Gerald View. We have drinks, beds, and food. Which do you need? Any or all? We're renowned through all Cyrodiil and beyond as the finest inn, restaurant, and entertainment location in all Tamriel. We spare no expense for our customers' pleasure. Business at the Gerald View is always good, due to our exceptional standards for customer service. We strongly believe that if you build it, they will come. As it happens, yes, I do. I need the shipping request delivered to Greenwood. My regular courier is unavailable. If you're able to act in his stead, I'll reward you with coin. Excellent. Take this to Afor Famalius at Greenwood, down where the Gerals meet the Great Forest. I'll deliver payment on your return. Ah, you did well to choose the Geral View. Your room rental also includes complimentary access to the Geral View bathhouse on the lower floor. Peruse it at your leisure. Our customers find it very rejuvenating. Allow me to show you to your room. Right this way.
이 여관은 지하에 목욕탕도 있다. 기...
If you need anything else, just call me.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother. It's just that my most prized possession has gone missing, and I fear that without help, I'll never get it back. I normally wouldn't approach a stranger like this, but, well, I'm at the end of my tether. I could really use some help. Could I hire you? I could pay you handsomely. Of course. I'll pay you a handsome sum for returning my heirloom to me. Excellent, thank you. The heirloom has been stolen. Well, by all accounts, the thief fled to the northeast of Bruma. I suspect they're holed up in Frozen Grotto. If you are able to retrieve my heirloom for me, I'll be forever in your debt.
I'll get out of your way.
Ah, another patron. Delightful waters, no? Would be a true shame should they be sullied. Greetings. Hello there.
I've got your back.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you. County Bruma is the jewel of Cyrodiil. Though the mountains may be frosty, the hearts of our people are as warm as the brightest hearth. Of course, it's not to say that she's perfect. As with any county, we have our fair share of vicious wildlife and shameless brigands.
오랜만에
But we
브루마
don't let
왔으니
that put a damper
이것저것
on
다
things.
해봐야지 뀨.
That's the Nord way, after all. And Bruma's as Nordic as she is imperial. Indeed I am. I handle the day-to-day business of the county on behalf of the Count, the fair and honorable Decilas Carvein. An interesting question. We keep records of expenses from members of the Bruma court, especially the times it's coming out of our treasure. However, we don't give this kind of information out to anyone who so much as asks. Why do you want to know? Truly? an honest glint in your eye. I think you are telling the truth. Well then, I will get you any information I can from the records. One moment while I go check them. You just wait around here.
To be such a nice, sweet.
Who in Oblivion told that guy he's a good singer? I've heard Daedroths do better. His name is Reynard Eventoned. Damn fool. Apparently thinks he's the divine's gift to singing. He's terrible. And he's loud.
바드 욕하는
You can hear
노숙자
his
할배큐.
terrible performances from the streets. It's getting very irritating. The beggar, Realmte, has shown a particular interest in getting Reynard to shut up. For some reason. You could go speak with him. Perhaps he'd even pay you. I, that I am, fought in the Great War against the Dominion. I lost my weapon, lost my sight, and lost my freedom. Can't do much now on account of my eye. If only I had an extra septum to help me buy a loaf of bread. Bless you, madam. Bless you. Till next time.
Object the record. There was one account of a Fana Idit. Hello. A group of bandits in the county are growing bolder and are becoming a menace. The Count has put a bounty on their heads. Here, take a look at the warrant. Sit around.
Ancient Nordic ornaments, weapons, armor, you name it, I have it.
Can I help you?
Nordic heritage, Nordic culture, Nordic medicine.
Talk. Please, madam. Just one septim. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. A series of unlucky events. I'd rather not talk about it. I will put it into the fund that I've been putting together for a while now, to buy a house and get a roof over my head. It's growing slowly, but surely. Houses are expensive. I try to be fairly humble, but sitting here day after day, not being able to hear myself think for the racket he's causing, well, it dries my scales. Why do you ask? Are you interested in helping? There certainly isn't much a lowly Argonian beggar could do. Thank you very much. I am a beggar. I can't even afford a roof over my head, and I can barely afford to eat. However, if you were to deal with Reynard, I can arrange for you to be paid.
I'm right behind you.
have a grim look.
Slayer of Alduin, savior of Tamriel. It's truly an honor. Even here in Cyrodiil, we've heard of your exploits.
Can I help you? I can handle most smaller matters. Try not to bother the Count unless it's important. He's a busy man. Until next time.
Everything.
그 스트림 엘러먼트에서 아이콘 둥둥 떠다니게 하는 게 어떻게 하는 거였죠? 그거 해놓은 지 오래돼서 나도 기억이 안 남기.
Cop again.
인가 그런 이름이었을 텐데 길.
What can I get you?
길 찾아볼게요.
You there, a traveler, in my house? Why, of course. You are here to sample the sweet sounds of Renard Haven Tone and his lute, or his flute. Noise nuisance? Noise nuisance? What do you take me for, some Halliway Watcher? I'm a bard, you impudent fool! How dare you speak to me in such a manner? And whoever complained, such nerve! Ah, yes, but you were the messenger girl, weren't you? You are the one who came to deliver their infernal message. Indeed, whoever it was that complained is likely an agent of Maroon's Dagon. For who else would have such distaste for the beauty of music? Then they should have asked me to play lullabies. That would have been sufficient.
합하긴 몰랐으면 검색도 못했을 거임. 감사.
You know, in the great green tomb there was a chorus and a draw that had been dead since Saunders, and a picture of a guar jumping over the mountains. That kind of thing. They could have asked for that, but no. Instead they proclaim me a nuisance. The nerve! The nerve!
그러고 보니 스카이림에선 닭부캐 중에 음치라고 상해 의뢰도 주는데 길. 이놈은 어떻게 살아있는 걸까?
Then you offer me aid. How unexpected. At least you're learning your place.
직접 죽이셈 길.
Yes, I suppose there's something you can do. My prize loot is missing, and I'm forced to use this shoddy replacement. It is impacting my ability to perform greatly. It is even making my renditions of Valenwood's Scholar Streams Anew into Sinew sound worse. Valenwood's Scholar Streams Anew into Sinew. That is a basic ballad. Absolutely basic. So, go and fetch my loot. Some thief took it, probably. Somewhere here in Broom, I imagine. Off you go. Time's a-wasting. Annoying! I will try to hold my rage for now, but do not try my patience, Rube. Go fetch the loot before I clunk you over the head with my flute!
잔뜩 짜증난 엉덩말을 보는 듯 허다 너 녀석을 보고 있자니.
How are you doing?
욕쟁이 엉덩마 기읒.
Rizada the Resplendent, Enchanter Extraordinaire, Illusionist Incredible, Restorer Remarkable, and Destructor Distinguished, at your service. Why, of course not. No self-respecting mage joins those scurrilous syndicates. Oh, my friend, I'm strictly independent. That's what allows me to cut out the bumbledom and bring you only straightforward sortilege. Bruma is the last bastion of Imperial land before the border and the harsh ravages and independent college of Skyrim. Those poor souls who find themselves overcome with vexation at the shockingly bureaucratic nature of Cyrodiil's key magical institutions, well, they tend to, peregrinate to Skyrim. When the Imperial border guards halt them at the selvage, so to speak, they lodge in Bruma. Thusly, my wares are in great... What an intriguing inquest! I do indeed have a bed. Well, a bedroll. I do not own property in Bruma, for the city is full, and I am somewhat of a latecomer. That, and not being registered to any property, grants the Synod and College of Whispers less opportunity to persecute, hound, maltreat, and, molest me, as they are wont to do. Yes, indeed. To my great regret, a few scalawags here in Bruma appear to have not paid their bills for their enchanted weapons from Rizada. I am beside myself with angst about this, as you can no doubt imagine. So, my fair and, might I say, rather imposing friend, if you would be willing to speak to these scoundrels and acquire my warranted compensation, I would be most obliged. Excellent! Allow me to arm you with more knowledge of the aforementioned mischief makers. You'll need to speak with Roland Wickert, the young chap at the Synod Conclave here in Bruma. Stantis Valeria is the second of these reprobates, the owner of the Geraldview Tavern. The third is Stablemaster Ila the Upright. Clearly the title was given rather than deserved. Do this for me, and I shall bestow coin upon you for each, and a truly copious recompense indeed once all three mischief makers are dealt with. Well...
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks. A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both. Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here. Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can give you more there. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search. It's tough. On one side, you've got criminals, the kind that like to hide behind law and policy to wriggle out of justice. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affairs as everyone walks on eggshells. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in the Imperial City. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. We have it fairly okay compared to some other parts of the province. The problem is that the criminals here aren't driven to it out of desperation. They just want the coin, to get rich. They know how to game the system. Except D'Artagnan. He's... well, never mind. I've probably told you too much. No, I can't. Sorry, but I can't go blabbing about people's checkered pasts. Protect and serve. It's what we do. Yep, me and my family. Wife and children are still there, in fact. Left because the place is swarming with people. Hard to find any work. Came up here, couldn't find much work either. Joined the guard on a whim. Saw a lot, rose to the ranks. And now I'm guard captain. Funny how things work out. I try to take my duties seriously. And send as much as I can back to my loved ones. More than you might think. Between the Count, the White Gold Concordat, and all the other treaties, the rules are constantly changing. All I want to do is protect these people, jail criminals, earn my keep. And then the damned wind changes, and with it, the law. And then, what do you know? I'm supposed to jail this group, and that group, and the other group. And for what? For politics. Despite it all, though, I wouldn't trade this job for the world. It's rewarding, fulfilling, and at least it lets me provide for myself and my family. See you around.
What do you need?
I can handle most smaller matters. Try not to bother the Count unless it's important. He's a busy man. So the guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. Can't have the Carvane artifact collection lost to some random burglar. I didn't know. I was just doing the rounds here in the castle. I was about to go to bed for the night when I noticed something. Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of one of the Akaviri amulets. But this time, nothing. I went to investigate, and the artifacts were gone. I'm sorry I can't be of more use. Some amulets, some rings, a katana, all of Akaviri design. Priceless relics. Very valuable and very well loved by the Count. Best of luck with your investigation.
Hello there. I am Silas Carvane. I have the singular honor of acting as Count of Bruma, defending her walls and ruling over her people. I am young, and I know some use this as ammunition with which to criticize me. But they are short-sighted, and they are foolish. I act in the best interest of Bruma at all times. I will always fight valiantly to defend her from threats both within and without. That is what matters. Bruma is the jewel of the Gerald Mountains, a strong and hardy city, imperial in name, but equally Nordic by blood. And while the county surrounding her is frosty, as Viscount Carvane says, the hearts of our people burn brighter than the warmest hearth. We have our share of problems, I won't deny that. But Bruma is a prosperous county given the times. Compared to Shadenhall and Breville, Bruma might as well be paradise. And at least we were spared the horrors of the Great War. Mostly. Well enough, I suppose. The Great War mostly spared Bruma. Thank the Divines for that. Most of Cyrodiil didn't have such good fortune. It didn't, mostly, and thank the Divines for that. Of course, there were Dominion scouts roaming the Gerals on occasion, but that's to be expected. Minor skirmishes are not what people refer to when they speak of the horrors of the Great War, though. They mean the Battle of the Red Ring. They mean the sacking of Anvil. And these are evils that Bruma was spared. Her walls remain unharmed, and her buildings remain upright. That being said, herself reels after the Great War, emotionally and psychologically. It took its toll on the whole province, and Bruma is no exception. Bruma may be spared the physical scars of the Great War, but the mental scars, they run just as deep here as they do anywhere. Not particularly, no. I certainly don't envy my friends across the border in Skyrim, though. These are truly dark times for the Empire. Let us hope that this storm blows over, as of all the rest. But something makes me think this one's different. I fear Tamriel will never be the same again. If it's work you seek, speak with my Viscount, Marcius Carvane. He's more likely to have work for you than I. He spends most of his time in the castle. It's a complicated task, let's put it that way. On the one hand, there are the Imperials. On the other, there are the Nords. And then, there are the other cultures to contend with as well. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Stormcloak uprising in Skyrim has complicated things to a certain extent. But I'm proud to serve Bruma and her people. Bye.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Good afternoon.
Greetings. Hmm? Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Goodbye.
I'm Sinja. Sinja Strongmind. I'm one of the nobles of County Bruma. Is there anything I can help you with? I heard of 2 raids on bandits in the last few months. There was Operation Strong Arm, and another. The other one was on Amidas, if memory serves. But Strong Arm was my idea. Afraid that's all I can remember, though. Things move quickly here in the castle. I hired just some common, everyday mercenaries, really. Nothing particularly special about them, as far as I recall. They were holed up in plundered mine, as far as I remember. More have probably moved in by now, sadly. I swear, bandits breed faster than skeevers in a keck of Blackbriar. Yes, it was. The bandits were cleared out, and the ringleader killed. Minimal casualties on their side. Until next time.
I'll get out of your way.
Is there something I can do for you? Nothing that I recall. Apologies. Farewell.
I'm right behind you.
What do you need?
I've got your back.
Ornaments, weapons, armor, you name it, I have it.
Potions, elixirs. Snowflakes are so
Here.
For clothing sale, I mean, clothing for sale.
Nordic heritage, Nordic culture, Nordic metalwork.
heal wounds, restore willpower, regain your energy. Potions for sale here.
I'm right behind you.
Ho ho! Fresh meat in Bruma!
Huh?
You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne. Or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
I'm right behind you.
I may serve Count Carvane, but I take commands from the guard captain.
What is it? Looking for the news. See you.
Hmm? Whispers. Why not go somewhere more agreeable? Reside in the resplendent boutique of magical wonders.
Heard there were beasties around. Be careful, traveler. Bentior wants legal pressure. That can certainly be arranged. Take this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
I'm Albekius, of the Jucani family. I am privileged to enjoy quite a comfortable life, but I do try to give something back to the less fortunate folk when I can. The Great War took its toll on us, on all Cyrodiil. She may not look so different on the surface, but her spirit writhes in agony. We're quite old and quite influential. When we say things, people, important people, tend to listen. That's not to say that we're the Elder Council, but we don't tend to be ignored either. And that's not to say we don't pick up on new opportunities when we can, of course. Our family must always strive for bigger and better things. Not to sound like a priest of St. Martin. Bye.
You are taking us somewhere warm.
I'm Ruchia of the Jucani family. Not really much more to tell. We're not all that interesting a family, truth be told, though I'm sure Albekius will rattle on about how influential we are. He's tooting his own horn a little too much on that subject. He wishes we were influential, and the gods know he's trying his hardest to make it so. But for now, we're just like any other moderately wealthy family. We attend private parties and have fineries, but we're certainly not pulling the strings of the Elder Council as much as Albekius wishes otherwise. See you around.
Still here.
Got a lot of copies here. Interested?
Don't judge me too harshly. I wasn't always the decrepit old horker you see before you. In my youth, I was quite something. You bet I would. But I'm sorry if this comes across the wrong way, traveler, but, well, I'm poor. I'm no good for jobs anymore, and people aren't going to pay you for just existing. So, tell you what, you give me a couple of septims, and I'll regale you with some stories. Sound like a fair trade, stranger? Thanks, stranger. Rare to see such a generous sort here in Bruma. It was a bright, sunny Turdus and Whiterun Hold. I was hanging around Dragon's Reach, hoping to meet a rich noble lady and strike up a conversation. What can I say? I was young and naive. Imagine my surprise when out of the keep, instead of a noblewoman, comes a beautiful battle maiden, covered head to toe in beautifully crafted steel. She carried a huge steel claymore on her back, and I have no doubt that she'd have wielded it just as well, if not better, than any of the city guard. Paralyzed by panic, I remained silent, dared not to say anything to her, even as she was breathing in my face. She chuckled, then asked me if I was up for a challenge. Said there were some bandits in a local cave, marked it on my map, and challenged me to clear it out. Blinded by my own lust, I accepted. She handed me that glistening greatsword she carried on her back. I wasn't trained with a weapon, but I was strong. I could hold it, unlike most. She said she was impressed by that. So I took the greatsword to the cave she had described. Well, it was actually a mine of sorts. Embershard, they called it. I headed inside. Down the slope, I could just see, through the gloom, the red glowing eyes of a Dunmer. I assumed he was a bandit, but I wanted to be sure. Foolish and young. That was me. So, like a damned fool, I called out to him. "What are you doing down here?" I asked. He said nothing, but I saw his eyes narrow with anger in the dark. Then they got larger and larger, and I heard footsteps. He was coming towards me. I was done for. Then, all of a sudden, I heard a clink. The Dunmer had stepped on a pressure plate. And just like that, a whole pile of boulders came crashing down from the rafters and crushed him under them. That was one bandit dealt with. His screams as he died, and the sound of the rocks falling, attracted the attention of the rest of the bandits in the mine. I heard who I can only assume was their leader shout, in his typically guttural orcish voice, "Seems like we've got company, boys. Weapons out, eyes peeled. Let's go." I hid in the darkness, once again paralyzed by fear and doubt. Then an idea struck me. What if I made a trap of my own? I took the battle maiden's longsword and put it up in the rafters where the boulders were. I rearmed the pressure plate to the best of my abilities. Just as I was finished, the orc rounded the corner, as did a band of other brigands. One of them held a torch and waved it around to illuminate the whole entranceway. Soon enough, they saw me. That was it. My big moment. My life or my death. The orc saw the boulders on the ground. I can only assume he took it as a sign that the trap had already been triggered and was safe to stand on. And so he stood on the plate. That was his big mistake. The great sword came careening down from the rafters with a force the likes of which I'd never seen before. By the blessings of Stendar, it impaled him straight through the gut. He bled what looked like lakes full of blood. And no sooner had I blinked than he died. The rest of the bandits very close behind him tripped over his flailing feet as he fell. They went diving headfirst into the rocks that lay on the ground, and the blow on the head ended them too. It was then that the door opened behind me. My heart damn near stopped. The bandits wanted their retribution, I thought. My life's reached its end. But it was the battle maiden. She had realized I might have taken her joke seriously, and so she came to try to warn me before it was too late. She saw them all there, lying dead, including the orc who had the greatsword still sticking out of him. Her eyes widened in shock. Let's just say I was economical with the truth when explaining what happened during the encounter. It was then she told me she was one of the companions, an order of warriors based out of Whiterun. She said I had what it takes to be one of them, and so I joined up the next day. And that's the story of how a few happy accidents got me into a life of adventuring, I suppose. Funny the way the world
징그럽구만요.
works. Of course, for a small donation. Thanks, stranger. Rare to see such a generous sort here in Bruma.
Goodbye, friend.
I need a drink. Or 7.
I've got your back.
Still here.
Good afternoon.
I'm right behind you.
Hello. Can I help you? What? Let me see that. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll tell you what I know. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some, fellow businessmen holed up in the Gerals. You'd probably call them bandits, though. I tell you, no respect for the profession these days. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God. The guy's a thief. Hardly keeps it a secret. Sometimes I think he doesn't know the meaning of the word discretion. Always talks big about getting into big gangs, raiding with the best of them. Always going on wild guar chases to impress ringleaders into letting him run with them. Put it this way, you know those people who will either end up rolling in septums or dying young? He's one of those types. See you around.
Hello? No, there aren't. Doesn't matter much to me. But sometimes I do feel kind of isolated among all the Nords and Imperials. There wasn't already an alchemist in town when I came up here, and I figured it was a burgeoning market and a ripe opportunity. Fortune favors the bold, or so they say. Farewell.
What are you doing gawking at me? Shoo! I've given you a task. Unless you think you've found the culprit.
Excuse me, but have you ever heard of the champion of Cyrodiil? Yes, indeed. And my great, well, anyway, my very, very distant grandfather. He fought alongside the champion. He was at the Battle of Bruma. He was the captain of the guard, no less. The champion is my inspiration, second only to Captain Bird. You know, the distant relative. I have a very large collection of Champion of Cyrodiil artifacts. My pride and joy, and I always want to expand it. Perhaps one day you'll aid me in that pursuit, huh? But that day isn't today. I need to track down another artifact first. Anyway, thank you for your time, and sorry for approaching you so abruptly. Sometimes my passion for the champion can carry me away. Sorry again. Oh, I almost forgot. If you're interested, come to my house. I have a fantastic Champion of Cyrodiil museum tour available. Innumerable Champion of Cyrodiil artifacts. Come, check it out when you can. What is it?
조는 입만 차러 갑니다. 댕 피곤하네요. 고생하시고 좋은 밤 되세요. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 물결표 사인 바이.
Thanks for watching till the bye.
I'm sure you are. I purchased one of Rosada's... what did he call them? Pleasure candles? Yeah, that's it. He said it would make the customers enjoy their Geralt view experience more. In reality, it just clogged the nose. So much so that a few of my regulars nearly choked to death. So no, I don't think I'll be giving him his money. Oh, I suppose. It would be fairly short-sighted of me to complicate your responsibilities any further because of Rosada's questionable product. Fine, here's the coin, but deliver my complaint to Rosada.
One day we will cast all our fears into the sea. Our hero shall meet them, forever we'll be free. Till then, our hearts to you belong.
Can I help you?
Farewell.
Yes, the enchanted horse hay he sold me. What a joke. The only thing magical about the hay was that it caught on fire very easily. My horses clippity-clop over it, and boom, it goes up in smoke. Nearly burnt down my stable. Well, I managed to get some use out of it as a way of getting rid of pests. Pretty fun to use, too. But he did still swindle me. Here, take the coin back to Rosada, but tell him to check that his enchanted items actually do what they say they do next time.
Had Captain gone mad. He strode
Be more careful.
His eyes painted black. A voice cried from
Name Cedus Perusius, owner and proprietor of Icewind Traders here in Bruma. A diverse and wide range of supplies and sundries, all under one roof.
We stood there in wait.
Most things are very popular. The only thing that isn't popular is cutlery. Turns out the Nords aren't all that big on table etiquette.
And now for the tale of the hero who needs no introduction, Melvin of Skingrad. A long time
What is it?
ago, near a city called home.
All right, I suppose. My sales pitch isn't very good, I know, but I still get a fair few customers. Everyone needs something to wear, I guess.
Our hero and savior, but
See you.
only in name. Day during supper.
I'm right behind you.
Indeed, this is odd. And you say it just appeared here out of thin air?
It isn't mine, that's for sure. Where do you think it came from?
What is with this commotion? Where did that come from? Who made this mess?
that's the thing. We don't know.
16 raiders from
Out of thin
Mouse
air.
Aaron
Maybe that
have
stranger
joined.
over there has something to do with it.
You there, come here.
You there, come here.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to my channel. Thanks for raid.
Don't play ignorant with me. You are involved in this somehow. I mean, really. You expect me to believe that you just happened to randomly walk in just as this statue appeared here?
골뱅이 쾌악을 수수.
Really? You genuinely have no idea what I'm talking about? You may be telling the truth, or you may not be. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Well then, I apologize for the inconvenience. Welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. Attendant, clean up this mess, would you? And take that statue to the back for examination.
Yes, First Adjunct.
As it is, I don't exactly have
I'm
the
Roland
time for
Wickert.
trifles such as this.
Hello?
You seem like a helpful fellow. Would you be willing to help discover the source of this mysterious object?
I think
If
the
so,
same
let me
as
know.
everyone else around
Could you
here
summon
about them.
strong wit and not merely strong arm?
That they're another magical organization that the Synod have no standing relationship with. Me? I'm the resident destruction expert here. Well, if you want to call me an expert, I wouldn't. I'm still learning, honing my craft, as they say. My ultimate goal is to perfect the art of defensive spellcasting. I want to be able to conjure the raw power of combative forces of nature and beyond at will. But that'll have to come later. Hopefully sooner later, rather than later. Oh, I'm sorry. I completely slipped my mind. Here you go.
Still here.
Thank you, Mora, for allowing me to witness all of Skyrim's beauty today.
Razada the Resplendent greets you. How can my arcane ability and esoteric enlightenment help you on this fine day?
Maybe a sweet roll and some tea?
Indeed it is. Why are you looking at me like that? Go on, shoot. Ah, right, that small matter. Almost slipped my mind. Here, take this spell tome. I came up with the spell myself, you know. To conjure a zombie. Ooh. I modified the standard spell to make it more effective, and I believe you will like the results.
Hello.
Hello?
And now, an artist's plea
Can I help
to an
you?
empire founded on bloodshed.
Ah, you did well to choose the Giral View. Your room rental also includes complimentary access to the Giral View bathhouse on the lower floor. Peruse it at your leisure. Our customers find it very rejuvenating. Your room is just here. Come, let me show you.
World in every soldier and blade from
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yay, Fenrir 1982.
The Gerald View.
Regain your energy. Potions for sale here.
except you are not going in down on his luck.
I may serve Count Carvane, but I take commands from the guard captain.
Every copy only costs 10 septims!
Be careful if you head into the northern part of the county. That area is prone to avalanches.
Look, a cave. Wonder what's inside. Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
What was that?
Trying to fight a princess?
I knew I heard something.
Your death.
You won't get away.
Healing magic? An orc lets her wounds heal naturally.
You're outmatched.
누군가 했더니 빌런 클라라였군. 술밥꾼.
You won't. You won't get away.
Take your best shot. This place is full of filthy vermin. Good thing we're... to clean it up.
Oh, look, a pumpkin. Nope, none at all. Try asking the ruffians over at the Restful Watchman. That's where most of the riffraff like to drink themselves into a stupor.
Hello. Well, my my ancestor, Bird, fought alongside the champion of Cyrodiil during the Battle of Bruma. The first Bird son was born after Bird's death. Given his fame and status as captain of the guard, he felt he was worthy of making a name. It's been that way for generations. Until next time.
There's a skeeving thug inside my house. When are you going to do something?
There's a trap door inside your house. You know that. I don't want to march in there in case they're planning an ambush.
There's a trap door inside my house. I didn't realize that until now.
Let's just wait a few minutes, see if the thief decides to try his luck leaving the building before we do anything rash.
Damn it all! Skeeving thieves can just wander inside while I'm sleeping and steal what little coin I have left to my name. Kinnereth, give me strength.
Ah, you're back. Come, we need to talk. As you can see, there's another problem to deal with. So now old Bartram's got a thug inside his house, apparently. Just wonderful. To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on Count Carvain's wild guar chase. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts?
I have it.
You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house.
Nordic heritage, Nordic culture, Nordic metalwork.
That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two birds with one stone. If it's true, that is. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. I'm captain of the guard, it's my duty to shoulder the risk. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. It makes more sense to go in prepared. Let's go.
What is it? Even if I did, why would I tell you anything? So you could go like the good little saint you are and tell the guards? Huh, no.
You not a saint. Fat. And I'm a history. Go away.
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? Farewell.
What is it? Even if I did, why would I tell you anything?
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I can make an exception. We kicked that old horker out of here a little while back. Can still hear him from his house across the way. It'd be nice to get rid of that nuisance. Here's the truth. Yes, I took it. It was made out of a fine oak and encrusted with some rubies. Good gold, friend. So I sold it to some of my most prolific business partners. Capstone Cave. It's not too far from Bruma. By all means, go take it up with them. Either they'll kill you or you'll kill them. Makes no difference to me. Our business has already concluded. However, I have a smarter proposal.
We drove Renaud out of the Watchman, and he's no doubt had the same happen at the Gerald View. He's out of work.
I'm sure you've seen the hilarious Bardic Masterclass posters he's putting up all around Bruma in the hope of keeping a roof over his head. Well, tell him he's got a new venue to play at. Tell him to go to Capstone and play. Those boys have been looking for some entertainment for a while now. You'll have to negotiate it with them at the cave first, of course. If you do that, either they keep him and Renaud is successfully out of Bruma, or they punish him, and no one's any the wiser. As you should. Which option you decide to pursue is your concern. Negotiate him a job or retrieve the loot by force. Doesn't matter much to me. Just don't drag me into this again. My only interest in Renaud is hearing him shut up. This is not my affair.
I promise, I won't blow it on mead again. I just need some new shoes.
Be careful if you head into the northern part of the county. That area is prone to avalanches.
Help you? This one likes to stay south of the border. The Empire makes the Nords let you through the walls. It is better than constant wandering, even if not so profitable. But there are still many septums to be had. If you mean to ask why D'Artagnan is not in elsewhere, it is quite simple. He came to Citadel a great many years ago. So long ago, he does not even remember the reason. And he has stayed here since. There are plenty of opportunities for adventure and profit, if one knows to look in the right places. About Artacto? Not so much to tell. He comes from elsewhere, but his home is in Cyrdi. He has spent most of his time walking Tamriel in this place, and so far, he has no desire to leave. This one hunts, and he sells for a tidy profit. He plunders ancient tombs and caves in search of treasure, and treasure he finds. He lives comfortably, even if he is not rich. He is self-sufficient, and he is content. A fair question. For my trade is perhaps not so obvious on first glance. This one calls himself a hunter and fur trader. He stalks the wilds of the Geralds and brings down the beasts and the deer. He skins them and sells the furs here in Bruma. The Nords love bear pelts, this one has found. Well, this one does also sometimes explore the caves and tombs of the wilds in search of treasure. And sometimes he finds. Well, sometimes this one will take what is left unguarded and resell it to a more deserving owner. For a small finder's fee, of course. This one prefers cat burglar. You mean for cat burglary, honored friend? And the answer is no. Most of the time, anyway. This one does have occasional run-ins with the law, he admits. There is actually a particularly unfortunate situation currently occurring. This one has been falsely accused of stealing from Icewind Traders, the general store. They tell him he has stolen their hides, and that he is selling them at his stall. This is false. This one has done nothing of the sort. Perhaps you could help. Aedius Villius is the captain of the guard here in Bruma. If you speak to him, perhaps he will change his mind. This one fears he considers him a dirty thief and will not hear his pleas. Because the accusation is false, regardless of this one's past or his future. He has not stolen from the merchant. He does not steal from hard-working business owners. He steals from the pampered, the opulent, and the unjust. So, in helping this one, you would, in fact, be hastening the course of justice, not jeopardizing it. So, what do you say? Thank you. May you eternally walk on the warmest, glistening sands. These pleasantries please you, yes? Then Khajiit will continue.
Protect and serve. It's what we do.
Oh, look, a pumpkin! Wonderful! You have served your purpose, Rube, and for that, I am extremely surprised. Go now, and know that you are tolerated by Renaud even toned. Ah yes, that insignificant matter. I will cut out the nighttime rehearsals and keep them for the morning. That is what you wanted, yes? Do not speak of this again, lest you lose my tolerance, Rube.
Hey!
Gort's the name, killing's the game.
You're back, and that infernal screeching is gone. You convinced him? Ah, this is a relief I've been yearning for months now. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. While you were dealing with Renaud, I went and asked around town. People donated coin to a reward pot. Truly, this moistens my scales. No one would, this is not. What can I do with this gold, traveler? What could I do with it? Yes, thank you. I will go to Leowin and begin a new life. Perhaps even return to Blackmarsh in time. Thank you, honored friend. Thank you. But, here. Take this old keepsake of mine. I don't need it anymore.
Wine, mead, ale, water. What will it be? I've got food and I've got drink. Let me show you what we've got. You do realize you've already rented a room here, right? Talk to you later.
Remember, a life full of adventure is the only life worth living.
Deserter consumed by shame.
Well, I would be, but unfortunately, I've got some debts to pay off. I've been doing odd jobs around town to help raise the symptoms. Sorry, lass. That's something a man like me keeps private. See you.
Hope has forsaken me, I linger here.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
Still here.
3시 8분 43초. 까지 방종 후 레이드는 외국인 스트리머.
Stupaside 2. Thanks for watching. Bye and see my next stream. Thank you so much, my friends and viewers.
My blood's calm.
End of my
I
stream.
prefer it boiling.
And after I will raid Stupicide too.
모두 봐요.
My blood's calm. I prefer
Bye
it
and
boiling.
CYA soon.
시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 물결표 사인 바이.
Thanks for watching. Tilda bye.
You have a grim look.